Good morning, everyone. This is Kilveyshaman in the UK, bringing you another part of the StoneCircle community server for Valheim. Um, we've been plodding along, doing a few things. We've had a couple of extra people join us. We had one in the stream yesterday, and then we had one join the community camera, as it were. So we've now got, I think, 4 player bases, maybe more. I don't know. But anyway, let's jump on in and see how things go. Right, so let's join here. Right. They really need to design favorites for this. It makes life so much easier. Right, and while that's happening, I'll just jump on the Discord and put myself in the game chat there, just in case. Something running around my base there. Right, so just 2 seconds. Good morning, Burzum. I literally just jumped into the stream, and I thought I'll jump into Discord as well. But you're already here, so brilliant. Right, so let's reduce that down. Right, and let's jump into the game. Right, here we go. Right, so yeah, I've been working on the storage by here, folks. Just moving everything into a bit more organised. And I did extend the base ever so slightly. And put some carrots down last night. So what can we name these ones now then? Right, so we got... Yeah, we need one for armour. And let's put weapons by here. And then tools can have their separate one then. You've got plenty of flaming torches. And there's how much ore we got. Okay, so no ore at the moment, so we can put the coal away. How many of these carrots survive then? Not too bad. But let's just put these carrots straight back down.
time to go and recce the swamp.
Fair enough. Hope you enjoy.
Wish me luck.
You got enough potions of poison resistance at least.
I've brought 2, strangely enough. I've only brought 2.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm going to check the edges of the map first.
Right.
Sorry for my rude entrance.
There we go. So now those will double up. And hopefully we'll have twice as many carrots next time. In which case we can cook half then and then put the other half back in the ground. Right, so that's that. Right, to be honest, we don't need to have the cultivator on us all the time, so we might as well put that in away for now. And cooked meats. And so we need to make a slightly bigger fireplace. Right then, so let's have a think. Yeah, that should work. So let's trash that bit of the roof. And that bit. And oh, there it is. Right. Couldn't you see that then? Huh. that. That's the extended fire done. Right, let's go get some stone. And we needed 10 tin. Right. Right then, so let's get some of these berries and let's make some Queen's jam. What else can we make? So poison resistance. Yeah, I think we could possibly do that. What was the other ingredient? Coal. Right, let's go get some coal. There we go. Now we just need to make the fermenter. Right, so let's have a look, see what we need for that. Okay, 5 bronze, 30 fine wood. Crawl around over the weight of this. I need to put steps in this place. Right, then let's see what else we can. Alright, we can do that first. Make another crate. Right, so woods. Right, potions. There we are, so that's that little setup. So this is becoming more and more the kitchen area rather than a bedroom really, so at some point maybe I'll have to make a separate room just to have as his office slash bedroom. Let's get rid of that as well. That'll do for now. let's just get rid of the bits and pieces we got. Oh, chuck that in the fireplace. Right. So let's get rid of some of this honey. Put that up there. Look now, we can probably get rid of that for now. Okay, right, pardon me. So what are we going to do? We've set up a few more things in the house. We got the potions brewing, but they're really speaking ready for the swamp. What we need to focus on now is probably elder. Hello, Halstein. Oh, Haggis, you happen to be near the elder, do you?
I'm stood right on his altar as we speak.
Right. Oh, that's a point now. I just came over here and I haven't got all the seeds on me. Right, okay, I need to go back and get the seeds. Right. Does it say you need 3 or 2 on the altar?
It's 3. You need 3.
Right, okay. So I might. Have you got? I don't suppose you got any spare of you?
I think I've got 2 in a box.
Right.
There are several monster spawners quite close by.
All right, okay. I'll just grab the ones I got and I'll just go to the monster spawner then. Right, okay.
I'll come and give you a hand to farm them.
Okay. Now where did I put them now? Trophies. Yeah, I got 2. So when you say they're nearby to the trader, like, is that?
There is one literally 30-second run north of the Elder Spawn itself.
Ah, right, okay. It seems so strange just jumping in and out of these portals.
Oh, I've got one on me. I've just noticed.
Oh, you have? All right, okay.
Yeah, I've been killing shaman and Brits as I've been scouting out the island.
Right.
Well, it just so happens I've got one ancient seed on me.
So, head this way.
Yeah, I was going to lurk here until the night was over, purely because there's fire and it keeps the grey dwarfs away.
Ah, right. A skeleton just ran past me. Completely ignored me. But he did kill a deer by the looks of it, so I just looted the deer. Oh, that's the swamp. Okay. Am I going the
Yeah, I
right
was
way?
just raking out the northern portion of the island.
All right. So I'll
I've
skirt around the
discovered,
edge of that.
yeah, I've discovered quite a few bits and pieces. There are 3 crypts, 3 monster spawners,
Yeah.
um, and that little portion of the island is thick with thistles and blueberries.
That's handy.
I see you brought a friend.
Aye. Right then. So let's equip these. Put them on there. Got my arrows. Put my bow on. Food buffs are okay. And let's do that just in case we need it. Hopefully we won't. Right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah. Right, where's he gonna go? Over by there. Are you just gonna pile in?
Like a cheeky thing when you spawn. Run away.
Well, he's drawn all the aggro for me, so that's fine. Oh,
Oh, stop.
run away. Oops. That wasn't good. I need to let my health build back up now. Damn it all. That was the wrong direction for me. Well, he's down to about a third, so we're getting that. Why have I got my hammer out? I need my bow. I got buttons on the side of my mouse, haven't I? If I accidentally press them, they switch what I'm carrying.
Yeah, I'm using a Naga ripoff.
Yeah, it's a Naga I got, yeah. It's a left-handed one, which costs, for some reason, twice as much as a right-handed one. You know, we're only like 49% of the population, but still, you know.
Yeah, I'm left-handed as well.
Ah, there, well, you know the problems then. Thumb hurts when you use the scissors. You is going down, matey. Hang on. Just try not to get complacent, and we'll get this done. There we go.
Beautiful.
Aye. Thing is, I keep forgetting the more people are on server, the harder the bosses get as well.
Yeah.
You know? But obviously, with two of us going at him, you can confuse the hell out of him, which always helps. Oh, I was watching this, that same YouTube video I was watching with that, the boar got killed in.
Yeah.
The same one, the guy built, there's a swamp creature coming out of the swamp for us. Or is he killing the deer? Yeah, and what he did, he built a whole wooden palisade all the way around this base, right? He had, what do you call them? Campfires all dotted around the inside. Oh, thank you. He had ladders on the outside and the inside and everything, and he set it all up. He put the stuff in the altar, ran up the stairs to like the top of the balustrade, shot him once or twice, and then basically died. You know, but then when he came back, he hid on the other side of the balustrade, like, you know, the palisade, just at like eye level so you could see the elder. And the elder just stood there in the campfire and just quietly died. Didn't move at all, he just stood there. You know? But that bit where he's like so cocky, like, I built this is the perfect trap, and I'm dead.
The best laid plans of mice.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Grogger. We might get some sausage, Max.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it's sort of handy then, really, but isn't it?
Here we go, entry.
Thank you very much. Will you let me carry it? All right, no room in inventory. What can I get rid of? This, I know, get rid of the deer trophy. I got like loads of them.
I've got 2 stacks of them. Right, time to go in and see if I can find a crypt or two.
Fair enough. Is it dead and by it? Oh, it's a leech just laying there. Right, let me get rid of this blood bag. All right, okay, so eat the honey. Eat the fish. No, maybe not eat the fish. Drop the dandelions. There we are. That's a well worth thing.
Got the first blood bag.
Yeah, I just picked her up from a leech that was just hanging around by here. So yeah, I suppose if you are careful, you can milk the edges of the swamp.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right, well, I'm going to head back because I need to get more space in my inventory. Blueberries. Can I pick them up? Yeah, that's okay. I got room for them. I need more blueberries for a bit of jam.
That is creepy. Just off the coast, there's a. I don't know how to describe this. There's clearly something under the water, a structure, and there's a green torch under the water.
Right.
It's so creepy, right off the coast. You just see the green flame burning underwater.
Yeah, I've noticed in some places they got these like what look like a circular tower, but the stairs go down into the water, and it's like, well, what's the point of putting that there? Because I can't actually get in there.
Yeah. I actually took a screenshot of this torch under the water. It's so weird.
This should be interesting now. If I chop, can I chop this?
Oh, it's one of the towers. It's one of those towers you were talking about.
Oh, it's a round one with stairs on the inside, yeah? Yeah, right. Yeah, and they got, yeah, so you can walk down the stairs until you start floating, like, you know?
That is bizarre.
Yeah, I picked up some ancient wood, I think. Oh, no, did I? All right, I need to get rid of something. Okay, let's get rid of the honey. Honest. Oh, no, I can eat the honey now. Right, eat the honey. Now I got room. Right, so eat that. Now let's head back, as I say, because I pointless trying to grab and keep on dropping one thing to pick up one thing is stupid. So let's head back home. What we need to do is find out where bone mass is now. That's the next trick. I know he's not on this island, but yeah.
Yeah, I hate the way you're constantly wet here in the swamp. It really mucks up your stamina regen.
Exactly, which is the point, you know,
Yeah.
is having to deal with that and putting down campfires every 5 seconds to warm up. So let's nip back in there. In that one, out that one.
Ooh, duck.
Oh, that's handy as well, isn't it?
Time to build a ladder.
Right, so ooze goes in the other place. Class that as uncooked meats. Other woods. The other one I wanted. Skins. Let's put one of them in there safely. And we'll just call that weird stuff. Nip back through there. Alright, so do I get to keep my trophy then, do I?
It's looking like it.
It doesn't
A bit
seem
of
to be.
decoration for you.
Yeah, it's got E to read. And just activate power. Right. What is his power other than faster wood cutting?
That's it. That is literally all it is.
So it's better to stay with Ecthias then for now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the one I went with in the end was bone masses most of the time.
Yeah, that's why I usually run the tanking one of Yagluth.
And yeah, the faster sailing one, I thought, what was the point really? You know, having the wind behind you all the time. It's all right for exploring, but beyond that, it's no good in the fight.
Yeah, and it only lasts a couple of minutes. It's not as though it's permanent.
Right. Right, there we go.
There's one of my most hated mobs, Draugr archers.
All right.
They hit so hard.
Yeah, so at some point I need to make a portal room up here. So we need to figure out where that boss is. That's the trader. We don't want the trader now. Go back home, drop the trophy off.
Oh, I don't believe it.
What?
I just get killed. Fighting a Draugr. I never noticed my mace was hitting the tree next to him.
All right,
He
okay.
was just wailing on me.
Oh, poor thing.
Revenge!
I think what I'll do is carry on exploring up that way. Yeah, we still got a fair bit of the map that way as well. Right, so let's go up there. I want to sort of like fully explore the island that we're on, so it's nice and clear on my map.
Yeah, I was doing a bit of that last night as well. Just working my way around the edge. It's a little bit bigger than I first expected.
Oh yeah, for a starter island, it's massive. And the fact we got mountains on it as well, sort of helps.
Yeah, I've only found the one so far. It's quite small, but it'll be good for farming wolves.
Exactly.
I don't think we're going to get any obsidian on it. Could be wrong, but it looks a bit small.
Yeah. But that's it. If you just work the edges, kite a couple of wolves off, you know, and then you got your winter cloak for hardly anything like.
Yeah.
Oh, Odin was just there. Okay, he just vanished on me.
But I'm going to stay at the traders' camp until dawn.
Right.
There may be wraiths cutting about. Oh, there's a troll. Please don't see me. Stealth mode activate.
Uh, didn't even see him.
Now, the question is, do I dare to be great?
Right.
If I follow the route I originally took before I died, I know that I've cleared all the mobs.
Fair enough, yeah.
It'll take me about 10 minutes. Or there's a direct line through a bit of terrain that I've not cleared, and it'll take me 3 minutes.
Hmm. Well,
To be great.
the longer you're out of armour, the greater the risk.
Yeah. Plus, it's a chance to clear a bit more of the map.
Yep. Which the Cartographers Guild will be grateful for. There's Odin again.
Absolutely.
He's just standing there.
There's confidence for you. Double marked my corpse.
And then he goes poof as soon as I run near him. Is this Black Forest by here then or something? Hello, Mr. Shaman.
Oh, safe.
Oh, it's that place. I remember digging that out. Question is, did I finish digging it out? Well, there's only one way to find out. Oops. That doesn't sound healthy. It's not healthy.
Oh, it's night. Is it night?
Yeah, and I got a troll in the area. Right. Let me.
It's got incredibly dark. I need to get out of here before the wraiths start spawning. Have you seen a wraith trophy yet?
Wraith one. No, I don't think I have.
Oh, you need to see them. They're so cool. It's like a big hooded black cloak hanging from a nail.
All right.
Out of the sleeves.
That
Very
sounds.
cool.
Yeah, sounds quite nice. Yeah.
Only ever managed to get one. was a partial success. Didn't find any crypts, but I managed to get a few bits and pieces that were quite handy.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to play hide and seek with this troll. Deliberately. I actually went looking for him.
Is that at your place?
No, to the west of the map.
Just going to quickly kill this one that's hanging around the tree.
Let's get a little bit of distance. That was close.
Yeah, I've dropped a few bits and pieces at your the crafting area.
All right.
I just think you may or may not have already looked like ancient bark and mud bags and gut and whatnot.
Well, thank you very much.
The recipes. I mean, I've not brought a great deal of it back, just enough to unlock the recipes.
I've lost the troll. Damn him. Says something that I got to go back in to find him.
Oh yeah, I made a rather comical discovery last night.
Right.
I was fighting a wild boar, and you know how sometimes the hitboxes are off if there's a difference in elevation between you and your target.
Oh yeah.
The boar was sort of down sloped from me, and I somehow managed to end up on its back, and it ran around like a rocket with me on its back, with a surfboard.
Oh.
It was brilliant.
I,
I tried to replicate it, but I couldn't pull it off.
yeah, I saw a video once of somebody blocking a death skeeto, and they ended up jumping on top of it, and they were flying around on it, going up and up and up.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not meant to, but yeah, it's funny when it happens. Definitely. Like, there's one guy, he got out of his boat in the middle of the ocean somehow, got knocked out, whatever, and the swell in the storm was so high that he swam over to where the boat was. The swell took him like 10 foot up above the boat, and when the swell went, he just landed on the boat. You know, and then he just grabbed hold of the oar and carried on sailing. And there's another guy who did a barrel roll in his boat.
Wait,
Yeah, it was amazing.
that's awesome.
I used to love that as a kid when you watch the lifeboats do a barrel roll, you know.
Yeah.
Crikey, this island is huge, isn't it? It almost makes you want to set up as, like, secondary bases or camps, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like an island portal hub, you know? 8 points of the compass just dot around the edges. Oh, this is a troll cave in here, methinks. So I have to make some choices. I think choice number one is going to be a nice little fire. No, I don't use feathers. Move the damn feathers out of the way. Eat some food. And mark the map. And let's pop in and say hi then. If there's one in here. Alright. An empty troll cave. Okay. Get rid of the tail. that's fair. Being as I got some tin on me, I might as well grab this tin.
To top up the fish.
Yeah, I need to go out and do some more fishing, to be honest.
Yeah, I was looking through the mods this morning,
Right.
and I seen the most ridiculous game-breaking fishing mod.
All right.
But the guy who made it has clearly got a sense of humour. There's a video clip. I think it's Sesame Street. Is it Bert and Ernie? Is that Sesame Street?
Yeah, Burton Ernie, yeah.
And the thin one, you know, he's standing on a rock, and he yells out, "Fishy!" in this sort of high-pitched voice with his arms raised,
Right.
and a fish leaps out of the water and lands at his feet. Well, the guy has created a mod that does exactly that. Your Viking raises his arms, you know, like you're activating one of the Forsaken powers,
Yeah.
and it plays the sound file from Sesame Street. Fishy! And then a fish leaps out of the water into your pack. So
Brilliant.
it's kind of game breaking, but the humour of it wasn't wasted on me. It was
Yeah.
quite funny.
Hmm. Let's get rid of them. Oh, that made next to no difference. Right. Right, mark a spot on the map. I'm gonna need to head. Oh, Sicarius is online.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yeah, I had a little chat with him last night. Yesterday, he's quite a funny guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Mind you, he's a New Yorker, so I mean, it's in their DNA, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. True.
I love that kind of cynical sense of humour they all seem to have. Generalisation, I know, but
Oh, I might as well warm up while I'm by it. Yeah. Hello, Sicarius. We're all just doing our own thing at the moment. I'm wandering, trying to clear some of the map. You know. Thing is, I keep getting distracted when I'm wandering around the map. Right. Ragnar, I have arrived.
oh, is that cone done?
Is Ragnar his character's name, is it?
Yeah,
Ah, there we are. Ragnar's online then.
nice.
See how the server holds up with 4 people on then. as they're all going. "Nyeh, nyeh, 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 nyeh." Yeah, my son is sort of like concerned about it, but I'm thinking, oh, at the end of the day, he'll either work or it won't, But I'd love to see 10 people online at the same time, but yeah, at that point, there's probably the workload on the server will probably start to struggle, But if you have a maximum of 15 players interested and 5 are online at any one time, that's fantastic,
Yeah. Well, strangely enough, I've seen a number of people, sort of heard a number of people say that 5 is the sweet spot.
Yeah. Well, it's not too busy, is it?
Sorry?
It's not too busy with 5. It's just nice. Yeah. And thank you for following, Coned. Or Ragnar, whatever you want to call yourself.
Good morning.
Morning. No problem at all.
Yeah, you're ahead of us. Yeah, you should have had it. You should have been up a lot earlier.
It's sleep my time around 4 in the morning. So.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm carrying too much. Typical. Get rid of them. I'm not interested in fighting. I'm only interested in running away at the moment. Well, I got a semi-busy day ahead of me. I got a trip to the tip. Drop off a mattress. Then I got shopping to do. Then I got to change a bulb on my car. Right, which usually involves me buying the bulb and then staring at the front of my car thinking, so how did I do this last time? And then probably give up after a half hour of getting oil on my hands. And then phone my brother. I know with my previous car, I was there for ages trying to struggle to get at the screws that are holding the bulb in, and then gave up because I just couldn't get the angle of the dangle, as it were. Goes over to my brother, who was a mechanic, and he just lifted out the water reservoir and unscrewed it, and he was like, "Oh, was that it?" He went, "Yeah." But if you don't know it, you don't know it. I didn't realise that the water reservoir was just sitting in a socket. You could just lift it out of the way. I was trying to fight around it with a screwdriver. But yeah, I got a golden rule of thumb for my mother, right? It goes along the lines of, if she asks my brother for help, I'll say, "Ma'am, was it covered in oil?" And she goes, "No." I said, "Well, why did you ask him? If it's covered in oil, easy man. If it ain't covered in oil, talk to me." And it's pretty good, So anything like semi-electrical, computers, anything like that, ask me. But if it's covered in oil, ask my brother.
Yeah, my brother's the same. He's a complete petrol head.
I say, well, he was, you'd remember this, YTS?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mechanic, YTS. And he's been a mechanic ever since. Right, never changed job. Basically loved the first job he went for, really. Whereas I've been anything and everything, from pushing trolleys to trying to sell tables in MFI and double glazed windows over the phone, and youth worker, community worker, care home assistant. I have shaved old men and wiped old ladies' behinds. But at the end of the day, somebody has to do it.
Well, I specialised in shooting people.
Well, yeah. The closest I got to that was the TA medic. I did that for about a year. I never got past the recruit stage, unfortunately, because every time a weekend came up where you went off to do like, well, not the weekend, you do your like 2 weeks basic in the TA.
Yeah.
Well, every time that place came up, because I was in the medics, it was like, there's a place coming up like next week. I thought, oh, brill. Oh, wait, I know that's for a female. I was like, oh, right, okay. And then another one come up. No, that one's for a female as well. And a year later, I'd done so many weekends, because I was going away every weekend, and I was going there Wednesday evenings for the PE evening, I was going there Friday evenings for this and that, it got boring, because I started sort of like pretty much knowing it all. Once I get bored, that's the killer.
Well, you see, that was always one of the trademarks, or the supposed trademarks of the army, or the armed forces as a whole. It's constant variety.
Yes.
There's always something new coming up. But that was smoke and mirrors. It was a very clever recruitment tool. If there's one thing the armed forces, I can guarantee you, it's soul grinding repetition.
Yeah.
But it becomes a way of life. After about 5 years within the system, you kind of thrive on repetition.
Right.
In all things. I've tried both of my parents. My father's a psychiatrist.
Okay,
My mother is a psychologist. We've both worked in mental health all their days. And I tried explaining this to my father, that after a while, routine becomes like a comfort blanket.
Yeah.
You can plan your life out a year in advance. We've got a summer escalation there in that month. We're going to be in the field for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There's my window of opportunity to do a career course that month there. 6 months from now, so I can pencil in a career course there.
Yeah.
Summer leave, Christmas leave, you can plan it all out, you can plan your year in advance. And unless, as the old saying goes, the balloon goes up,
Yeah.
you're pretty much guaranteed that that's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, and it's nice to have a certain level of consistency. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
But you do also like to have a bit of variety.
When I left the armed forces, I came out. You do a thing called a CTW. It's a career transition workshop. It's to take off the army head and replace it with a civilian head.
I got it.
So
Yeah.
they teach you everything from writing a curriculum vitae to you pick a trade or a skill or something you want to do as a job when you leave, and the army will train you. And I done plastering and I done locksmithy. And when I got out, I've already got a really nice military pension. Technically, I don't need to work. I've got enough guaranteed income to live quite comfortably.
Yeah.
So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go to uni. I'm going to study something that's always fascinated me. So I started to study physics.
Oh, cool.
And it was partly to scratch the sort of academic itch, but it was, if I'm truthful with myself, it was more to have routine in my life.
Yeah.
And I lasted a month, 1 month, almost to a day, because the people that I was on the course with, I was going to end up taking hostages.
Yeah, don't blame you. Yeah.
Just listening to their gripes and their petty complaint, and I was, I can't endure this anymore. I wanted to stick my army head on again and just scream at them,
Yeah. That's something that used to wind me up when I worked in Virgin Media. I was there like 12 years on and off. And you'd have, I'm going to say, probably the same. When you started a job, you understood that that job was your job. And you did what the boss told you. End of. You accepted it on day one. They said, what are going to get paid? And at the very bottom of the contract, it says, and any other duties as required. you know. But you'd have these new young pups start a job, and they'd be like, after like week one, it's like, oh, this job's boring, or oh, I hate this job, or I don't want to do that, I hate doing this, I hate. And it's like, well, bloody well, go home, quit, leave, don't moan about it. If you're here, you get paid, you do what you're told, you know. But yeah, a lot of them they just moan the entire job career, like, you know.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, now go get me cultivator and put me carrots back down. But yeah, to be honest, I was usually grateful if I had a job, especially with the, you know, being one of Maggie's boys, as it were.
Yeah.
You know. I got 63 seeds. I think that's plenty to plant carrots.
Oh yeah, that should keep you going for a while.
Alright. I haven't got enough room. I'll have to extend my vegetable patch. So if I could have got into the regular army, I think I would have stayed put. Because out of the four brothers, my oldest brother, he was at RAF. Well, somebody has to be, I suppose, you know. My other brother, Philip, the one that died, he was like Welsh. And I was trying to get in, originally I was trying to get into the signals, but then I sort of like thought, well, we'll go for the medics. But as I say, I lost interest after like a year of being stuck in TAs, like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise I would have like, you know, there is a certain level of like job security, you know, as well that you want to appreciate, you know, and that's one thing the army would certainly give you as long as you played by the book.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't have stuck it out for 22 years if it wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you want variety, there are avenues you can go down which give you variety.
Yeah,
Um, but the mindset, as I say, you become very indoctrinated. Probably too strong a word, but you become used to a set sequence
yeah,
laid out before you.
yeah,
Well, I mean, there you go. I mean, I was sort of halfway through my career. I took a crazy notion. I want to be a recruit instructor.
yeah.
I want
Okay.
to go to the depot, put on a peak cap, and scream and shout at people and vent my spleen for a living. And I did. Um, you've got to do a number of courses which they're multi-purpose. A, they give you the skill set required to deal with recruits.
Yeah,
B, allow you to polish your personal skills and drills to the highest standard required in order to teach recruits.
right.
And C, and this is the important bit, this is the sneaky bit you're not told, it gives the directing staff a chance to kind of psych profile you to make sure you're okay to be let loose on recruits.
Yes.
And you go through a place called ITGIS, Initial Training Group Instructor School. The actual course itself is called Riddick Recruit Instructor Development course. I was the first non-infantry soldier to get a distinction on it. And
Oh,
that's
nice.
something I am very proud of. And I worked in a place called ATR Winchester, Army Training Regiment Winchester, obviously in Winchester.
Yeah.
And you're only supposed to do 2.5 years. It's mandated. You do no longer than 2.5 years. because it starts to play with your head. Because although you may, I mean, I was only a corporal at the time, the level of power it gives you in that job is off the charts for your rank.
Right.
I done 3.5 years and they didn't want to let me go back to the regiment. And it got to the point I had to practically do like almost like the army version of a dirty protest in order to get sent back to my regiment. And it was instrumental in destroying my marriage, the posting.
Ah, right.
But, and I still say it to this day, my most enjoyable time in uniform. And it had nothing to do with screaming and shouting at people and being a professional a-hole. It was taking raw material, young civilians, and just tearing them down to the bare bones and then rebuilding them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the 12 weeks, the difference between day one and the pass-off day it's hard to explain.
Oh, yeah. Not quite at the same level. When I used to do youth work, 99% of the time you'd go home thinking, I'm wasting my time. But then one evening, you'd have an actual heart-to-heart conversation with one of the kids, connect to them, talk about some issues, and you'd go home, you'd always be in tears thinking, I got through to that kid. I've done something good there,
You've made a change.
Yeah.
You've made a difference, yeah. That I can relate to that. But the thing that kept me going was pass-off Friday.
Right.
Where you do the pass-off parade, you get all your gongs and your chainmail and your spurs and polish everything up. And you march up and down the square in front of the friends and family. That's all fantastic. But you get to spend 1 hour in the NAFE bar meeting the parents and the friends and the family.
Oh, wonderful.
And that was my golden moment, because the parents, with no exception, can't rip my arm off shaking my hand. They can't believe the difference in our son or daughter. I want to thank you. You've really brought them out. And that made the job for me.
Well, I'm not saying it's for all of them, but some of the recruits, I'll tell you the tale about my brother Philip, right? My mother gets a phone call from a police officer late at night. We have your son in a detention cell. Okay, right. What's the matter? Well, he's drunk. Okay, how is he drunk? He's like 16. Well, he was outside a pub and he stole a crate of Guinness. And he didn't go very far before he started drinking them. So he went up in front of a judge, and the judge basically said to him, he said, look, it's either juvenile, detention, or junior army. Take your pick. So he picked junior army. And that made him. He joined junior para. From junior para, he failed P Company twice. So he went into the junior Welsh. And finished his training in the Welsh, and even in training, he got Lance Corporal during training. So he had the material there, but he just needed somebody to shape it,
Yeah.
But he was still a cheeky little sod. As I say, when I was in the TAs, he'd come home on the weekend. My boots would be, polished up to spec, and he'd swap his boots out with my boots and take mine back with him. Just to save him the chore of doing it,
Well, you see, believe it or not, I'm going to use a word here. The British Army have been using it for years. It's got nothing to do with the way internet culture has taken hold of it. But we call that swag.
Yeah.
That's using your head.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a quality in a soldier.
Yep.
And as the saying goes, the crime isn't the crime. Getting caught is the crime.
Oh, yeah. I think they used to say that with, was it Sparta or something? Yeah, they didn't punish you for doing it. They just punished you for getting caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the other end of the spectrum, just as you said, changing your head to civilian life after, right? My last job, I left my last job due to stress, right? And what it was, my boss was an ex-army sergeant major, right? He was good at his job. He was damn good. He was thorough. He was precise. He was on the ball. He kept timekeeping perfect. But people skills in managing staff didn't exist,
Yeah.
right? And he took on 2 staff, right, as trainees. He was willing to spend the money on us, and on a personal level, lovely guy to chat to. He was of an age, me a couple of years older, and we would be like in his kitchen, like just chatting away over a coffee, and he'd have all these dreams, like give me 6 months and your pay will go up, and then give me another 6 months, and you'll be taking the workload off me, and I can put on a tie and do the selling of the business more and stuff like that, And he had all these dreams, and he was genuine about it. But if it was a case of, I need some help with this, well, how do you think I figured it out? Figure it out for yourself. It's the only way you're going to learn, which is fine. But then the following day, so what did you do yesterday? Well, I've been trying to figure out that. Well, you wasted all day on that. You should have just asked me for help. And it's like, seriously, yes, you told me to just figure out myself. Now you're saying I should just ask you. So he changed his opinion in that way with the wind.
Yeah. I know the type.
But then the other extreme then was, if he had missed a deadline, that ruined his day and stressed him out. And then you'd feel that through the phone conversation. It was almost as if it was your fault. So you would dread waiting for him to phone because he would just barrel down on you, because he has to vent somewhere, but just he would vent on you. So the stress levels in that job in the end, working from home, talking to him, like being on chat with him like 90% of the time, or on phone calls with him or whatnot. In the end, it just got too much of me, and my blood pressure went up to about 185 over 120 something. So I'm now on medication for blood pressure. So I quit that job thinking I'm better off alive and a little bit healthier than stressed out and heading towards a coffin, but having a bit of money in my pocket, So so I quit that job, and at the moment now I'm once again in between jobs, have been since 1st of February, And there we go.
I mean, I used to work in Catterick. Our regiment were the Phase 2 training regiment. Phase 2 is essentially trade training.
Right.
When you do your basic training, you're essentially a basic infantry soldier at the end of it.
Yeah.
And let's say, for example, you wanted to be a medic. You would do what's called CMSR, Common Military Syllabus, brackets, recruit.
Right.
Brackets. And that's your basic training. At the end of it, you're a rifleman, essentially. You would then go on to do your Phase 2 training, SPECTAT, specific to arms training.
Yeah.
In your case, you'd be a medic.
Yeah.
You'd go away to learn to be a medic. Well, we were the Armoured Corps, part of the Armoured Corps Phase 2 training sort of set up. Driving and maintenance, people would learn how to drive Challenger tank.
Yeah.
Gunnery, they would learn how to operate the main armament, all the turret skills and drills.
Well, which is what my brother was. He was the gunner on the Warrior APC.
Yeah. Well, that's infantry. The infantry would deliver that. I think it's Lulworth to do that.
Right.
And we do something called Phase 1 signals.
Right, yeah.
Which is basic radio competency. Anyway, the warrant officer in charge of the gunnery wing, I'm not going to say his name because you're streaming.
Right, okay.
Do you remember 88 Half Hot Mum?
Yes.
Windsor Davies.
Oh, right, yeah.
Imagine him, but Scottish, alcoholic, and racist.
Right, okay.
This was the guy that was in charge of the gunnery wing.
Oh my god.
Hated with an absolute venom by everybody in the regiment. Now, he was exactly like the man you just described.
Right.
If anything went wrong, his shoulders were sloped, shit rolls downhill. Sorry, pardon the language on
No,
the
that's fine.
But he would pass the blame down, and it would end up being the lowest oily trooper on the tank park that got it in the net.
Right.
Well, as the saying goes, what goes around comes around. I still burst out laughing, lying in my bed at night, thinking about this. Just it comes to me out of the blue. When he retired, he got himself a trophy wife, this young dolly bird. He was obviously 43, 44 years old. She was like 22. By all accounts, she genuinely loved the man. Don't know why.
Right.
Anyway, long story short, they opened a chip shop somewhere down south. His second night open for business, three lads come in drunk, mucking about,
Yeah.
throwing salt at each other. He put his sergeant major head on, started screaming at them. He got yanked across the counter and kicked up and down the high street with a coke can.
Oh, crikey.
Now, normally you wouldn't wish that on him,
No.
but because he was him, oh my god. It still, as I say to this day, it makes me laugh just thinking about it.
Oh.
Such a thoroughly repugnant man, a horrible, horrible bully,
Yeah.
and he got an absolute kicking. Just makes me laugh.
Oh, dearie me. Right. All I'm doing, I'm just doing the ore grind, just running back and forth between the smelter and the charcoal thing. Obviously, very entertaining. Watching me doing that back and forth. But right. Yeah. Wonder if my partner has a hangover. Went to my father's last night, didn't to see my brother from Scotland, and the footy was on, which I don't do sport. Right, they had party food, and they ordered pizza. About 5 pizzas, and I was sitting there on a diet, being the driver, so I can't drink, I can't eat, and I'm not interested in football. Oh, it's like okay, and. But obviously, my girlfriend, because she wasn't driving, she could have a couple of glasses of wine. So she ended up chatting with the girls, as it were. They were all around the table. All the boys are on like the settee watching the footy, and I was there like twiddling my thumbs. But it is what it is. But what I did do, you might find this amusing. I bought him for his birthday. I went quickly down to the pound shop, right? Okay, or the dollar store, as you call it in America. And he likes painting his plastic miniatures like I do sometimes, right? So goes round the pawn shop. I buy one semi-serious object, which was one of those battery bank things, which got a little flashlight at the end, so you can like hold it under his miniatures to get a bit of light on this particular spot.
Yeah.
So that's handy. But then I got him a kiddie's set of paintbrushes, a kiddie's set of paints on a like little palette, and some toy soldiers. The bag of like 40 plastic soldiers for £1, and I gave them to him, but I did it as a whole story. I said, like, I know, Mark, you enjoy your miniatures and whatnot, but you can't paint miniatures, obviously, without paintbrushes. So I got you some paintbrushes, and out come these toy ones, And then I said, and obviously with paintbrushes, you need paint. So they pull out the palette, and so on. And then, just exclusive from you, I managed to acquire these rare miniature figures, and then pull out the toy soldiers, but £3 for a good laugh is bargain,
You see, if I was him, I would go away and paint them and bring them back.
Yeah, once I got my father a paint your own garden gnome, and he managed to get one of his grandkids to paint it for him. Okay, what am I doing now? I know I'm busy today anyway. Right. So anyway, how is Sicarius up in the north of the island there? Are you hunting, are you? He's wandering up there. It's nice that we got like 4 people on. Sicarius, he's not on chat, is he? Need to put headphones on, Sicarius. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. grab me gold and see how much I can sell to the trader. Because I want to get the heavyweight belt. All right, you're in someone else's stream. Oh, how dare you! No, I just wondered what you were doing up in the north. That's all, Sagarius. Yeah. Right, let's grab that lot. Take it to the trader. Yeah. Haggis helped me out earlier on with taking out elders. So that was worthwhile. Oh, you need one more core. Right. I got a spare one.
I have spare cores. I've got several.
Yeah, same here. I got a couple of spares. So if you are desperate, you can't find any, then by all means pop round. It's literally in the chest that says eyes and cores. Right.
Push it a little further and come to my place. I can add you to my Odin statue.
Oh yes.
Give you some cores.
I still haven't put my statue down. I need to put one down.
Chimney is gonna be pretty interesting.
How's it looking, your place?
I did a bit of renovation.
Can pass and have a look.
It's not that much, but now I'm working on my most disliked board.
No need to pay back Sicarius. Right. Just I'll expect you to stand next to me when I take on the Oglyth, that's all. Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to put cores in the community chest. I don't want some young pup walking around, at level 1 with a bunch of cores on us. I don't know.
I've got 5 stacks of troll hide. If anybody would like to take a couple off my hand.
I am actually thinking of that, to be honest with you, because I've been very unsuccessful with trolls so far. I haven't got a single piece of troll hide. And before I start going decently into the swamps, I was thinking whether I should change out my deer stuff into some troll stuff.
You're more than welcome to this because it's getting to the stage where I'm thinking of throwing some away.
Right. Oh, they're all attacking you, Sicarius. Right, yeah, fair enough. I tried kiting one earlier on and he lost interest in me. It's like, what was the point? Then I went into a troll cave and it was empty, so I looted the place, but there was no troll in it. So whether they actually leave their cave sometimes, I don't know. Right then, I'm going to wander over to Haggis' place and have a look at Ragnar's place on the way.
Oh, happy to take shape then. Cohen, I'm going to throw something on the floor for you, mate.
Yeah, they do. I was kiting it really well, and then all of a sudden it's just like, where'd it go? And I went back into the Black Forest to try and find it and couldn't find it.
I thought you did.
I guess.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome when it's finished.
I'm really trying to get a building right as the picture itself.
I hate to say this, you've got a hole in your roof over here. And you've got a pest problem. You got some nexia. There you are. Got some graffiti on the side of your building now, this yellow paste. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's gonna look awesome when
Yeah.
it's done.
You need a couple of spotlights angled up onto your roof over there. See, that'll look nice. Yeah, that picture you showed me yesterday. Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, there's so much to do.
Well, that's it. I'm playing this game primarily because I'm sitting on me behind pretty much all day long, every day. With let's say me not being in work at the moment, and I got to do something to keep my sanity. When I play a game, I will obsess about the game to an extreme until another game comes out and distracts me with some other shiny metal. But yeah, I'll play games like 24/7 almost if I have a mind to. And my son knows what I'm like. It'll be like he'll play a game and he'll be like, "Oh, Dad, you need to play this. You need to play this. You got to play this. You got to play this." And no, I'm not going to play it because you know what I'm like. If I start playing it and I like it, you'll never get me off it. And then eventually I'll play it, and he might be like, say, 30 hours into a game. And a week later, he's like 40 hours into the game, and I'm 110 hours into it. And that's unfortunately what I'm like. But then all of a sudden, then I'll just lose interest in it, and it'll be something completely different then. Yeah. Okay, I've come to talk about some blue skin you might have. Go and spare, mate.
This top chest. You can take all of it if you want. I'll be glad to see the back of it.
Oh my goodness, right, okay, so let me work out the math. I could probably get away with 2 stacks. That should be enough to make everything I need, and if not, then I'll be coming back.
Well, you know where it is if you want more.
Right, thank you very much. Okay.
You're more
Oh, you got your black banner, right. That looks nice up there. Especially with the glowing eyes as well. And I like what you did with your swamp key over there as well. All right.
I forgot to show my chimney.
If you want me to, all right, you want me to have a look at your chimney, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you nicking somebody's carrots? Oh no, Sargis nicking them. All right, he can nick his own carrots. That's fine. Right, close that door. Right, okay, I'm heading back to chimney inspect. Oddly enough, one of my grandfather's jobs, right? He was a man who basically would work anything and everything. He was a mason by trade, so a bricklayer, right? But he was also a chimney sweep, a drain cleaner. When you got your soil pipe blocked, he'd be there putting the rods down to clear it for you. And if your chimney was blocked, the same rods would go up your chimney. And then on weekends, he'd be up to the local rugby club cleaning the toilets. He would do everything and anything to put bread and butter on the table. And then unfortunately, when he stopped working, when he retired and stopped working, it was just downhill from there. Right, so let's have a look then. See where this chimney is. See if I can get in through the back door.
It's not much.
Oops. Oh, all right. This is where the chimney's going. Right. Okay. Got a bit of spare wood down there. Right. So you're gonna put it in there. So you're gonna put a hearth by here, yeah?
Okay.
You could put 2 hearths by here, couldn't you? Yeah.
It's gonna be in hard. Also, when you look up on the side where I'm standing, there is a pretty big hole in the roof. That has to be the chimney, and then up here there has to be a big hole. This whole thing is gonna be closed off.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to match the size of that hole down there, haven't you? Really?
It's gonna be closed off, so hopefully it's gonna work.
Yeah.
That I don't smoke myself out.
Yeah. What I've done in the past is I've had say the hearth at this level. and I put like a little half wall around it as like a little kiddie rail, you know, and then I put like a full beam of support, and then I've matched the next bit of wood half and half under the floor and above the floor. So you got like a kiddie rail going around it, and people can like look into the fire from above, but the smoke will carry on travelling up. If you know what I mean. But with this one being so much higher than my normal builds, it would work out different.
I must say, for me, is this pretty low. It can be a bit higher.
Right. And I like what you're doing by here with these little bits of wood by here, like, you know, help the air circulate.
That is gonna, that is gonna be the chimney. I have to close it off and test it out. I don't know if it's gonna work, and otherwise it's gonna be what you said. One big hole in the middle, and then make a proper chimney to the roof.
Well, don't say I don't give you anything. That's my contribution to your roof.
If you have a stack of wood on you,
that was it. That's all the wood I had on me.
Good.
Well, I'm about to go logging right now, so I'll take the cart and I'll bring you some.
Awesome.
Yeah. He'll probably dig himself a highway all the way to the forest as well.
Probably will do. It's gonna look good.
Yeah. This I don't like. I know it's part of the game, but when I was playing with mods, I turned off weather damage. But until you get the roof on, you like constantly have to repair your floors and stuff until the roof's up there. And even having like outdoor walkways. I used to like just have steps going down out of the building, for example. Like you got out by here now. These steps, if you want, you know, I'd end up having to put a roof above them. You know, just so they don't get weather damaged. You know, so every bit outside, which naturally you think, oh, just have an like open area bit. I don't need a canopy, but it keeps getting damaged then.
I don't mind.
Yeah, it's fair enough, you know. But it's the price you pay, you know.
Absolutely.
There we are. All right, I'm going to head back to my place and make myself some blue stuff.
Awesome.
All right, and then I'm going to probably log out. Because I say I got a few things I got to do today. And I'll probably be back on this afternoon for a little bit, but I'll probably actually stream a bit of World of Warcraft this afternoon. All right, carry on with my playthrough of Burning Crusade. Oops. Well, that was a failed attempt at jumping over the fence now. Right. The worst attempt ever, that was. Right. So, troll hide. Let's have a look then. So we need troll leather tunic. 5. Troll leather pants. Then it was a troll hide cape. Right, I need some bones for that. So let's go get the bones.
If you run out of bones when you're upgrading, I've got a couple of stacks as well.
Okay, thank you.
out a small section is really giving me a headache.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Building issues.
All right.
It changed its floor a couple of times already. I will get it.
Okay, so I need level 5 for that. Right, let's offload some of this stuff then and then log out. Oh, my fermenter, is that still fermenting? Oh no, that one's done. Okay. My first batch of poison resistance. Here we go. Other ingredients. Lying there for the moment. Right, okay, I'm going to log out then, right? So I'll catch you all again either later on today or tomorrow morning. Well, no, it won't be tomorrow morning. I'll be over my partners for tonight, so I probably won't be back until tomorrow afternoon, really. But hopefully I'll catch you regardless. But as far as everybody else in the chat, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me. Hope you had a good time, even if you're just listening to us reminisce about old times. That's it. But there we go. Hopefully I'll catch you all again later on today or tomorrow. Okay, bye for now, everyone. Ta-da. Oops.